Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Real quick shout out to all the members that are there on the screen. Go check them out. Go give them a like, subscribe, show them some love and support. Also, if this video gets over 250 likes, I shall continue the series. Thank you all for the support. Let's hit 20,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later.
Our story last ended with Goku defeating Raditz, but as we know, Raditz escaped the space pod, so Goku let him go free. Raditz's whereabouts are unknown right now, but we might be seeing him down the line. A year would pass, as Goku here never went to King Kai to train, as Goku never died and was allowed by King Yama to run down Snake Way. Now you could argue that King Kai does know about Goku's power because he would have sensed it all the way from up his planet, as he definitely knows how Frieza's power, well, Goku's stronger than even first form Frieza, so it could have been possible. But I'm gonna just say for what it purposes that King Kai never communicated with him, nor did he ever ask him to come up here to train anyway, because realistically you would have needed Kami in the first place to even go there. So Goku would have just trained on Earth with his son, and pretty much the events would have happened the same. Now, would Piccolo have taken Gohan? I feel like Goku would have allowed Gohan to be taken by Piccolo, just because of the fact that Goku knows that Gohan needs someone else to train except for him, and that Piccolo would be a good trainer for that. Now, of course, Goku didn't really have a choice as he was dead, and Piccolo decided to himself. Piccolo would have thrown the idea that he can train the brat the right way, which Goku I think would have allowed it for now, but Goku would have known to kept an eye on him. This would also give Goku time to focus on his own solo training, so he can put all of his attention into it. Now, Goku would have actually trained with Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, even with Master Roshi. And he would have also spent time with Chi-Chi as well. But of course, Goku was practicing in his new form as he wants to try and get as powerful as possible. But he knows that he has pretty much mastered this form, as there's not much he thinks that he can really do to it right now. The best thing that he knows that he can do is make his base power stronger, so when he does transform, he's stronger than ever. So that is what he's mainly focusing on, is increasing his base power level, the most important way that he can. So Goku would train with Kami, he would train with Korin, and go train with Master Roshi, and pretty much just have a blast fighting everybody. Now, in turn, obviously Goku is not as powerful as he was when in the original, he showed up to fight the Saiyans. Goku had a power level of 8,000. This version of Goku, I feel like he would have a power level of probably around the same strength as Raditz, so maybe around 1,500 to 2,000. Now, the Z Fighters would possibly be a little bit stronger as well, but again, it really just all depends. Goku would probably have a similar power level compared to Piccolo, so 2,000 to 3,000 is reasonable. Gohan could potentially be stronger because he has Goku teaching him as well, so Gohan might be a bit more honed in and more skilled when he's training. So Gohan's power level would probably be around the same, maybe a little bit higher, but he wouldn't be as terrified. He would be a bit more trained, a bit more skilled. And the other Z Fighters would be a bit more honed in as well. So when they do fight the Cybermen, this time Yamcha and them does not die, and the Cybermen does surprise attack on him. Now, of course, when Goku meets up with Nappa and Vegeta, Goku would instantly go fight Vegeta, as of course Piccolo thinks that if they all jump on Nappa at the same time, they can take him. So that's what they're going to do. And they tell him to go handle the main guy. So Vegeta will call Goku out and tell him, let's go train, let's fight over there. Now with Nappa, Nappa's the same power level, Vegeta's the same exact power level. The only difference here is that all the Z Fighters are jumping on Nappa at the same time because they quickly handle the Cybermen and they're not wasting time with them. Now, this would also mean that Chaozu does not self-destruct, and Tien does not get his arm ripped off, and gets killed. Now, Nappa would start to be overwhelmed as they're all teaming up on him. Now, the only difference here is that once when Piccolo would sacrifice his life, as Nappa would still fire an attack at Gohan, I feel like would still be terrified of it, as in the original, there was nowhere for him to go, as the attack was too big and he couldn't get out of the way. Piccolo would still sacrifice his life for Gohan, but seeing his friend fall and get hurt and pass away, as Piccolo gave the same speech to Gohan saying that he's his only friend, Gohan would snap. Gohan would feel such intense rage within him that he would then charge right at Nappa and fly right through him. Very similar to what Goku did to Demon King Piccolo. Now, Nappa, having a massive hole in his body, he would very quickly die, saying that's impossible. How did it get so much power? Even Vegeta's scouter would have spiked, seeing a massive jump in power, as he would look and say, somebody just powered up to a power level of 13,000. Who was that? But Vegeta kind of would just crush the scouter and say, nah, it's all a joke. Now, of course, Goku would sense his son, but he would also sense that Nappa was killed, but sadly, he doesn't sense Piccolo's energy anymore, so he puts 2 and 2 together. As he clenched his fists in anger, he would tell Vegeta that you're going to be going down. Now, Vegeta would then laugh, and he would say, you only have a power level of 2,000. Mine is over 18,000. What can you truly do to me? The two would begin their battle. Goku was clearly outmatched by Vegeta. Typical Goku fashion, of course, he would let Vegeta kind of beat him up a little bit, as he doesn't go full power from the start. Goku would then state, well, I have a power that you don't know about. It's called the Super Saiyan, is what he calls it, since Raditz called it that. Vegeta would then be surprised, but he would laugh and say that form is only a myth, and only a true Saiyan can even fathom to access that power. Goku would then transform into a Super Saiyan 4 power. Now, this would shock Vegeta, as he's never seen this form before, as he doesn't even know what it is. But he would then quickly put 2 and 2 together. This Saiyan is somehow able to transform into a Super Saiyan. His pride was completely shattered at this point, that a low class with such a measly power level, barely stronger than Raditz, is able to pretty much get this ultimate form, this powerful form of the Saiyans. Now, just for people wanting to know, how powerful is Goku currently? We are still going to be using the 5,000 times multiplier, whether people like it or not. I know he's probably far higher multiplier, and yes, I know it's probably a lot more, but for what purposes, and because I can, 5,000, so deal with it. His power level is at 10 million. So, Goku would then of course be suppressed. He would quickly then one-shot Vegeta, not killing him, as Vegeta would then double over in pain, spitting out blood. And Goku would then tell him, saying, you cannot beat me the way I am now, Vegeta. Take this chance, take your little friend, and get off this planet. Don't ever return. Now, Vegeta's not one to give up. So, Vegeta would then even spawn a fake moon himself, as Goku would then be curious as what he's doing. He would then throw the moon in the air, and Vegeta would then transform into a great ape. Now, his power level would be around 180,000. So Goku, it wouldn't be too surprised, because he could do it, so why can't the other Saiyans do it? He wonders, is he trying to turn into a Super Saiyan, or what is he trying to do? But he doesn't see Vegeta change or alter in any way. Well, Vegeta would state then, now what are you going to do against my power now, Kakarot? As Goku would very quickly fly up and deliver powerful blows that would even knock over the Uzaru Vegeta. And now, as Vegeta tries to fire a massive Mass Blast, Goku would then fly under him and cut his tail off, as Vegeta would then shrink back down into his base form. As he had no energy left and he was badly injured, he would then limp away towards his space pod, as even though the other Z fighters were going to go in to stop him, Goku kind of puts his hand out a little bit and says to wait, let him go. As, it's just how Goku is. And Vegeta would laugh and state that it was a mistake to even think about letting me go. And he would then fly off. But now, of course, since the death of Piccolo, Kami dies as well. And now because of this, what are they going to do? They have no options. Until a voice would then chime in from up above. And it was King Kai. He actually wants to meet the Saiyan. But there's a problem. how's Goku gonna be able to meet him? I mean, he really can't kind of go there because Kami's gone. Now, if you guys actually know that King Kai actually does have a form of teleportation. Now, this was shown way later down the line, but I feel like King Kai could potentially use this as well. So for what if purposes, I'm going to say that he does have a version of the Kai Kai to where he can pretty much travel roughly anywhere that he wants. So I'm going to just say for fun that King Kai does have this, he just never really used it before. And King Kai's not dead, so he can go to the living world if he wanted to. So King Kai would then teleport and grab Goku and disappear instantly. They just saw his friend, their friend Goku just disappear. Now Goku was still in Super Saiyan 4 as he would then arrive on King Kai's planet. Now instantly, Goku would then fall to one knee, feeling the weight of the planet pull him down. If you guys remember, even a base form Gohan from the Cell Saga felt the weight and he fell down instantly. Goku even said it doesn't really matter how strong you are, but yeah, the gravity would then pull you down. You'll just get used to it pretty quickly. Now Goku would struggle to walk around a little bit, but he would do okay, as he never felt weight like this before on top of his body. Now King Kai would state, well, this is because the weight of my planet is 10 times that of Earth. So that's why you're gonna have a little bit of struggling. King Kai would then explain himself to Goku who he is and who Goku is and the Saiyans. But King Kai was most intrigued by this form, as King Kai had really no other doubt that this is the Super Saiyan form. This is the ultimate Saiyan form, as it was incredible that he was able to master the Yuzaru state. It makes sense, and to be able to transform and evolve that into what the Super Saiyan probably is. But now King Kai would then explain about Frieza, he would explain about Namek, and he would explain that that might be the only way to wish your friends back. And King Kai knows the coordinates of Namek and can help out. Now this would really help Goku out, of course, as King Kai states, well, what we can do is I'm not going to teleport to planet Namek when Frieza's there, no way, but I can tell you where the coordinates are, and if you can travel there, that'll be great. So Bulma already was working on the ship, and since Goku was not gravely injured, him, Bulma, Gohan, and Krillin would also go to Namek. Now Tien, Yamcha, and the others would then stay to protect the Earth while Kami and everybody else is gone, to make sure that everything's okay, and they would continue their training. Goku and them would then take the spaceship and they would fly over to planet Namek. Now, of course, after multiple days, up to a week, they would finally make it to planet Namek. As the same events would occur, Goku would then see Frieza. Now, Goku was really wanting to fight this Frieza, but he can just sense that there's a hidden power within him. But first things first, as he kind of wants to find the Dragon Balls first and wish their friends back before taking on this Frieza guy. But he's really pumped up and excited. Now the Saiyans would go to meet Elder Guru. As they would find the Dragon Balls, they would meet Dende, and Dende would then lead them to Elder Guru himself. Now, in terms of power levels, Gohan, Krillin is pretty much the same exact power level as before. Now, in terms with Goku, true, he did basically fight Vegeta and did training for a week with his son and Krillin. Goku probably at this point probably has a power level nearing his original. Since it was 2,000 to 3,000 in the original, you can look at maybe it bumped up to 8,000 just for plot continuity. So I would just say for fun, his power level is around 10,000. Now, of course, with Elder Guru unlocking potential, we know that it depends on the user itself. From what we do know is that it unlocks over time. And would Goku accept it? I think he would, because Elder Guru would explain that I'm not giving you power. This is your actual power locked within you, and this will help you fight Frieza. So how much of a large boost would Goku theoretically get is we don't really know. What you could argue is for now, his power level would just be bumped up to 2 to 3 times. So he would have a power level of around 30,000 for now, but it continues to rise over time, very similar to how Gohan and Krillin were. Now, of course, with that being said, Vegeta would have still shown up, and he would have still been on the hunt for the Dragon Balls himself, so of course he can wish for immortality and go handle Frieza. Now, Vegeta would have still raided Frieza's ship, and he would have still attacked and stole the Dragon Balls. Now, Goku and them, I think, would have sensed Vegeta, and they would have met up with him. Now, Vegeta was shocked to see that Goku and his friends were here, but, I mean, what else can he do? So he decides to work with them to a degree. He's going to try to use them so he can get the Dragon Balls and then wish for what he wants. Now, of course, this is not going to work out too well, as Frieza himself noticed that his Dragon Balls are missing. Frieza would then call the Ginyu Force, and the Ginyu Force would then shortly arrive. Once when the Ginyu Force arrives, Vegeta would quickly handle Guldo and the others. Now, when Vegeta fights Recoome, of course, this is when Vegeta starts to falter. Here's the difference, though. Vegeta, I feel like, would have gotten a bigger Zenkai. As he already fought Zarbon, he already fought Dodoria, he already fought Qui and all that. I feel like Vegeta would have a bigger Zenkai because he fought a much more powerful being and survived, such as the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But he would probably be as strong as Recoome, so with Vegeta's tenacity, I feel like he would have actually been able to kill Recoome with his full power attack that he did on him, and Recoome would have been gravely injured and died. Now, Goku would have quickly handled Jason Birder. As we know, Goku doesn't have the Kaioken, doesn't have nothing like that, but he would just burst into Super Saiyan 4 and quickly kill them. Now, this would completely destroy Captain Ginyu's scouter. Now, Captain Ginyu quickly wants his body, so he would then try to do Change Now. But Vegeta would then notice this technique, and he would shove Kakarot out of the way and barely dodge the beam himself, as it would miss, hitting the ground. As Goku was surprised at what that was, Vegeta would then state it must be a changing technique where he can go into your body. Don't let that move hit you. So, without question, Goku would then transform to Super Saiyan 4 once again, as in this power, Frieza's scouter, everybody else's scouter would pick it up, and all their scouters would instantly shatter and explode. Goku would then charge right in and quickly dispatch Captain Ginyu with that much of a fight because he doesn't want him switching bodies with him. As if Captain Ginyu had that Super Saiyan form, they're all going to be killed. But now Frieza could see where the power was coming from, and they have all the Dragon Balls lined up now, as they were near his ship. Now Frieza at this point would he have gone towards the large power? No. His goal is to find the final Dragon Ball, so he would have found, he would have been close to Elder Guru. Now, of course, this is when Nail would then sacrifice himself to go fight Frieza. Now, with Dende's help, they would still summon the dragon, and they would still wish Piccolo and bring him to Namek. Now, of course, with this, they would also wish back all the Namekians that are going to be slaughtered, but before they could, the Dragon Balls were completely turned to stone, as Elder Guru sadly could not hold on to his life anymore, and he would pass away. Now, because of this, Frieza was enraged, and he would leave Nail barely alive and fly right towards them. Now, with Piccolo being here, he would then sense a faint power near him, and he would fly over to it first, as he would then see an injured Namekian, and he would fuse with Nail, the exact same as before. Now, with that being said, of course, Frieza would then show up and see Goku and his friends. Now, Goku was pumped to fight Frieza. He's been waiting for this moment. Goku would then battle Frieza in his first form. Of course, Frieza being far more powerful than the base form Goku, not having much of a chance here. You would then have Goku transform into a Super Saiyan 4, which would shock Frieza, and Frieza would think that this is a Super Saiyan, which all of them would say it was. Now, because of this, Frieza would then transform into his final form, as Frieza would not mess around as he doesn't know how powerful he is. Now, with Frieza's high power level, he would bump up to as strong as he can go, not into his buff form yet, and the two begin their battle. Now, with Goku theoretically having a power level the exact same as his Super Saiyan state, as with Goku having a power level around 30,000, turning into a Super Saiyan 4 is around 150 million, so yeah, Goku already can beat Frieza, not much of an issue. Now, you could argue though too that since it has been a little bit and he has fought more, the power up that he got from Elder Guru is working wonders, as his potential is still rising higher, as Gohan got leagues stronger than before, as he was even able to make second form Frieza sting a little bit. So I'm actually going to say that he might have even gotten twice as strong as before, which is not too far-fetched. So realistically, if he has a power level of 60,000, of course times 5,000, that'll be 300 million. So either way, Frieza has no chance of beating this version of Goku. But Goku would actually hold Frieza off on purpose, as he's actually going to be working with King Kai, since Piccolo's brought back, Kami's brought back, to use the same plan as before, to use the Earth's Dragon Balls to then make the wish to bring back everybody that Frieza killed, but to then also wish back the Elder Guru and the planet, which would then make the final wish. Now, of course, they would just probably wish back everybody that was killed, all the Namekians, everybody else, as nobody else was killed, sadly, by Frieza or by the Saiyans. So, once when the wish was complete, and Frieza does see the dragon, of course, flying towards it, Goku grabbed by the tail and throw him to the island, saying that you're not going nowhere. Then they would make the wish, and the dragon would then disperse. Once when Frieza sees this, he would then show his full power, buffing up into his final form. Goku would then tell all of his friends that all of you need to go on my ship, and I'll meet you guys shortly. Now, Frieza, in desperation, would try to throw his planet-destroying attack, but Goku would quickly appear and stop it before it would even destroy the planet. Goku here would then have enough of Frieza, and he would pretty much beat Frieza nearly to death. He would then charge up a new move that he's been trying out, the ×10 Kamehameha, which is a really powerful attack. He would then charge up a red Kamehameha and hit Frieza full force as Frieza was completely vaporized. Goku would then revert to base form, and he would go meet with his friends and thank King Kai and Kami for helping him out. Now, Vegeta at this point, you could really argue that he has no point to really just, go with him. So that's exactly what he would do, as they would all fly right back to Earth, where peace was ensured for now. And that is it for this one. If you guys, thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's hit 20,000 subscribers, 250 likes for this video, and I shall continue it. Thank y'all for the support, and I'll talk to you all later.